is now being recorded.
Good morning, students. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay, guys. Today we are going to talk about total productive maintenance. So this is shortly called as TPM. Okay, the TPM, the definition of the TPM quite was mentioned by the two persons. One is Donald P. Iflin and another one is Ernest and Young. So the two persons was stated about the TPM, total productive maintenance. So the first one is if the toast comes out burned every time, so you don't fix it by scraping off the toast. You repair the toaster. And this is said by Donald P. Eflin. And another one is a useful motto during the startup phases: think big, start small. So this is said by Ernst and Young. Okay, now the maintenance, the total productive maintenance is the definition of the total productive maintenance. Maintenance generally is defined as the management, control, execution, and quality assurance of all activities, which ensures the achievement of optimum availability and the performance of a plant in order to meet business objectives. So, the maintenance is the activity to ensure the physical assets to continue to do what their users wanted to do. The modern view of maintenance is all about preserving the function of physical assets. Preserving the function of physical assets. So the evolution of maintenance is categorized into the three forms. One is the first generation and second generation and the third generation. The first generation from 1940 to 1950. So this is shortly called as a first generation of maintenance. So in this first generation, the maintenance taken care when fix it when it broke, fix it when it broke. So this first generation maintenance was done during the year of 1940 to 1950, and second generation of the maintenance. So these are all the evolution of maintenance from 1940 to 2020. Then second generation, higher plant availability, longer equipment life, lower cost. So this was considered in the year of 1960 to 1970. And next is third generation and fourth, similarly fifth generation. These are all the some of the evolution of maintenance. And in third generation, higher plant availability and reliability, greater safety, better production quality, no damage to environment, longer equipment life, greater life, greater cost effectiveness. Okay, these are all the comes under the category of the third generation. Okay, the total productive maintenance. Okay, a program which involves a newly defined concept for maintaining plants and equipment. Okay, so we are going to do a better maintenance, or we are going to implement some of the better idea in the maintenance. So this will definitely helpful to improve the quality of each and every where in the organization and the plant also. The goal of the total productive maintenance program is to markedly increase production while at the same time increasing employee morale and job satisfaction. And this is the total productive maintenance is brings necessary and vitally important part of the business. There are three different types of maintenance are available. One is corrective and breakdown maintenance, and another one is scheduled or routine maintenance, and preventive maintenance, and predictive maintenance. Okay, these are all the different types of maintenance which is used in total productive maintenance. So the corrective or breakdown maintenance is corrective maintenance implies that repairs are made after the failure of machine or equipment. Okay, after the failure of machine or equipment, so the corrective maintenance is going to implies that repairs. It says wait until a failure occurs and then remedy the situation as quickly as possible. We need to wait until the failure is arise, as well as we need to wait until the components or something should broken in the machine. So after that, we are going to do a maintenance. So this is the first maintenance type, corrective or breakdown maintenance. And second is scheduled or routine maintenance. So in this scheduled maintenance is a stitch in time procedure aimed at avoiding breakdowns. This includes all uh, work undertaken to keep the production equipment in efficient conditions. It may cover periodic inspection, cleaning, lubrication, overall repair, replacement, etc. The two types of scheduled maintenance are running maintenance and another one is a shutdown maintenance. So these are all important points of scheduled or routine maintenance. So in scheduled or routine maintenance also have two types, as I said, running maintenance and shutdown maintenance. So we will have some list of maintenance details in each and every machines and when we need to do maintenance, whether we need to shut down the machines or whether we can able to maintain the machine during the running. So everything we will have in our manual of the machine was produced with that machine. The next is the preventive maintenance, so we can avoid the breakdown or failure. So before occurring the breakdown or failure, so we can do maintenance. So that is called as preventive maintenance. In preventive maintenance is carried out before the failure arises prior to the equipment actually breaks down. It is a safety measure designed to minimize the possibility of unanticipated breakdowns and interruptions in productions. So, in this predictive maintenance, it involves a repetitive and periodic upkeep, overhauling, servicing of the equipment to prevent breakdown. So, so here you may this is for each and every word we will have each and every letter we have some points. What is TPM? The total productive maintenance. Total productive maintenance is a systematic execution of maintenance by all employees through small group activities. Analyzing the three words, okay, we are going to analyze the three words TPM. We have T means total, so the total, all encompassing maintenance and production individuals working together. So in T, overall efficiency and total production system and participation of all employees is going to ensure. And next is productive production of goods and services that meet or exceed customer expectations. Okay, so that T means this production of goods and services that meet or exceed the customer's expectations. Okay, this this productive it we when we are going to manufacture any kind of product, so we ensure that the zero defect of the product and no trouble in any operations and safety aspect also, so we should think it. And M means maintenance, so this is going to keep equipment and plant in as good as or better than the original condition at all times. So these are all the important points. The analyzing of the TPM, total productive maintenance. Okay, then maintenance, the longer life cycle of operation, longer life cycle of production of the system is going to be considered. Okay, therefore, the TPM, total productive maintenance, is keeping the current plant and equipment at its highest productive level through cooperation of all areas of organization. The TPM is a manufacturing led initiative that emphasizes the importance of people can do and continuous improvement philosophy. It also emphasizes the importance of production and maintenance staff working together. The dual goals of total productive maintenance are zero breakdowns and zero defects. So these are all the dual goals. The TPM have the two goals. One is zero breakdowns and another one is zero defects. And the total productive maintenance also improves the equipment efficiency rates and it will reduce the cost. It also minimizes the inventory cost associated with the spare parts. Next, the TPM implementation of TPM can generate considerable cost savings through increased productivity of the machinery. Next is the TPM concerned with the fundamental rethink of business processes to achieve improvements in cost, quality, and speed, etc. And why we need to go for TPM? As I said, we can avoid the wastages, zero defects, and product quality will be increasing. Product quality will be always very high, and cost wise also it is going to reduce. And low batch quantity at the earliest possible time, and goods sent to the customers must be non-defective. These are all important points of the TPM. Next, here we have the TPM result in building up a corporate culture that thoroughly pursues production. A system efficient improvement. So that is OW, overall equipment efficiency. So when we are going to construct a system to prevent every kind of loss, for example, zero accidents or zero defects or zero breakdowns or zero failures. So based the Simba workplace and acting think over the entire life of a production system. So it is covers all department including production, quality control, purchase, marketing, administration, design and development, maintenance and engineering. So it requires all and full involvement from top management to frontline employees. It builds up an overlapping multidiscipline process-based management teams to achieve excellence. So this is overall what is overall equipment efficiency. So overall equipment efficiency is considered as the availability and the quality. Based on these three parameters, the overall efficiency is going to be analyzed. So the availability, the formula for how to calculate the availability, performance, and quality. So these are all the simple method to calculate the availability. Standard time minus downtime divided by standard time. So we can calculate the availability. Next is performance. The components produced divided by components supposed to be produced. So this is called as a performance. And next is quality. The quality, the total acceptable components and how much amount of components can be produced. So this is meant by the quality. So these are all the three parameters is used to calculate the OW, overall equipment efficiency. And effectiveness of TQM. So the TQM effectiveness is going to be account. So one is a result expected and another one is a result expected and another one is essential requirements. So the result expected is productivity enhancement, cost reduction, delivery period shortening, and sales expansion. And essential requirements is employee involvement, top management commitment, and management tools. So these are all the two things are considered as effectiveness of TPM. The result expected and essential requirements. The result expected mainly it is going to concentrate on productivity enhancement, cost reduction, delivery period shortening, and sales expansion. The essential requirements are here to achieve this effectiveness of the total productive maintenance is the employee involvement, top management commitment and management tools. Without these essential requirements, so we will not fulfill the result what we are going to expect. And the 16 major losses in TPM is one is equipment loss and man, and another one is a material and energy loss. In 16 major losses, the first loss is the equipment failure loss, setup and adjustment loss, cutting tool and jig change loss, startup loss, minus stoppage and idling loss, reduced speed loss, defects and rework loss, and shutdown loss. Okay, these are all the 16 major losses. And another one is a management loss, operating motion loss, a line organization loss, logistic loss, measurement and adjustable loss. These are all comes into the man loss. And another one is energy loss, die, tool and jig loss and yield loss. So these are all comes into the category of material and energy loss. So these are all the 16 major loss is going to categorize based on the loss which we identify: equipment, material and energy loss. Next is these are all the seven types of waste what we identified. One is overproduction waste, inventory waste, convenience waste, okay, defect production waste, ideal time waste, process related waste, operation related waste. Okay, these are all the different types of seven types of waste because we need to overproduce anything. Okay, when you are going to produce too much and when it is not going to sell, and that is going to be sent to the inventory. The inventory, the space also occupied, and the product is not going to sell. Because depends upon the order what we received from the outside, so we can able to produce the product. Otherwise, we can. Stop that particular product and we should not overproduce anything. Similarly, the conveyance and defective production waste, ideal waste, process related waste, and operation waste. Okay, there are so many wastages also comes in the total productive maintenance. And the similarities and differences between TPM, TQM, and TPM. The total productive maintenance program closely resembles the popular total quality management, and it's extended from TPM, TQEP. Okay, many of the tools such as employee empowerment, benchmarking, documentation, etc., used in total quality management are used to implement and optimize a total productive maintenance. The similarities here, the total commitment to the program by upper level management is required both the programs. The next is employees must be empowered to initiate corrective action, and a long range outlook must be accepted as TPM may take a year or more to implement and is an ongoing process. And next is changes in employee mindset toward their job responsibilities must take place as well. And similarities and differences between TQM and TPM. Uh, Okay, similarities and differences between total quality management and total productive maintenance. The category is segregated into three. One is object, and another is a means of attaining goal and target. The object is quality, output, and defects in TKM. And then total productive maintenance is equipment, input and cost, and means of attaining goal. Systemize the management. It is software oriented, and in TPM employees participations, and it is hardware oriented. Because the total productive maintenance, we need to maintain all the machineries as well as we are going to make employee involvement. So these are all important points in the total productive maintenance. But in total quality management, so everything is going to be software oriented and systematic, and as well as management procedures will be there in total quality management. Next is target the quality for PPM, and next is here is elimination of losses and wastes. The PPM is nothing but parts per million. So how much parts per million is going to be rejected in quality, and elimination of losses and waste in total productive maintenance. And this is the steps in introduction of total productive maintenance in organization. Preparatory stage. Step one is announced by management to all about total productive maintenance introduction in the organization. So the proper understanding, commitment, and active involvement of the top management is needed for this step. And next is the senior management is to have awareness of all the programs, and after which announcement is made to all. And next is publish it to the house magazine and put it in the notice board. And next thing is we can send a letter to all concerned individually if required. And step two is preparatory stage, and step two initial education and propaganda for total productive maintenance. So training is we can able to provide the training if it is necessary, and training is to be done based on the need when it is necessary or required. Some need intensive training and some just an awareness can take people who matters the places where total productive maintenance already successfully implemented. And next is steps in introduction of total productive maintenance in organization. Step three is setting up total productive maintenance and departmental committees. The total productive maintenance includes improvement and autonomous maintenance, quality maintenance, etc. as part of it. Okay, when committees are set up, it should take care of all those needs. Next is step four, establishing the TPM working system and target. Now each area is going to be benchmarked and that will be fixed up a target for achievement. Okay. Step five, master plan for institutionalizing. The next step is implementation leading to institutionalizing, where TPM becomes an organizational culture. And achieving the PM award is a proof of reading satisfactory level. Next, stage B equal to B is introduction stage, and this is ceremony, and we should invite all the suppliers as they should know that the quality supply from them, and we can related companies and affiliated companies who can be our customers, sister concerns, etc. So all them we can also invite for some other ceremony, and some may learn from us, and some can help us, and customers will get the communication from us that we care of quality input. And the stage C is the implementation stage. In this stage, 8 activities are carried, which are called 8 pillars in the development of a total productive maintenance activity. Of these 4 activities are for establishing the system for production efficiency, one for initial control system of new parts, products, and equipment, and another one is for improving efficiency of administration, and one for control the safety, sanitation, and working environment. And institutionalizing stage, by all the activities one would has reached a maturity stage. So now it is time for applying for plant maintenance award. So that is a PM award. Also think of a challenging level to which you can take this in moment. And this is a TPM 8 pillars. One is a individual improvement, and another one is autonomous maintenance, and another one is a planned maintenance. And these are all shortly called as some of the names: autonomous maintenance, AM, plant maintenance, PM, quality maintenance, QM, education training, ENT, development management, safety, health, environment, and office total productive maintenance. So these are all the 8 pillars to effectively implement the TPM in any of the industry or organization. The pillars of TKM is 5S, and another one is autonomous group or maintenance, planned maintenance, quality maintenance, training, development management, then office TPM, safety, health, and environment. So that is TPM is going to start with 5S, because everybody know about this 5S. One is sort and stabilize, sustain, and start, stabilize, sign, sustain, and standardize. Start, stabilize, shine, standardize, sustain. Okay, these are all the 5S of 5S. Okay, the problems cannot be clearly seen when the workplace is unorganized. Okay, if you want to organize your place very neatly and correctively and effectively whenever you want to take any kind of things from the industry, so definitely you should go with 5S. So that is really helpful to you maintain all your equipments here. Okay, so the Japanese weights, the Japanese also invented this 5S. So first we need to sort everything, categorize. We need to categorize or sort the group of parts available in our workplaces, and we need to stabilize everything. And finally, we need to sign all of the area, and we can standardize everything, and we can sustain when we are going to do all these things. In Japanese name, Sherry, Shitan, Shizo, Shigestu, and Shitsuke, and English translation. The organization, readiness, cleaning, standardization, discipline. Equivalence STEM, short, systematize, sweep, standardize, self discipline. And next is this pillar develops operator to take care of small maintenance tasks, and it will resulting skilled maintenance team to concentrate on value added and technical repairs. The 7 steps here involves, we can see the initial cleaning. Okay, and we can counter measures for the causes of force detortation and improve hard to access, and preparation of a tentative JG standards. JG is a Jisu Hausen standard, and the general inspection and autonomous inspection and standardization and autonomous management. These are all the 7 steps. And the three is planned maintenance. This pillar aimed towards trouble-free machines and equipment. And if you want to make a trouble-free machines and equipments, what we can do? Producing defects-free products for all total customer satisfaction. 4 categories are preventive maintenance, breakdown maintenance, corrective maintenance, maintenance prevention. And benefits are achieve and sustainability of machines, optimum maintenance cost, reduces spares inventory, improve reliability and maintenance of machines. These are all the benefits of when we are going to implement the 4 categories: preventive maintenance, breakdown maintenance, corrective maintenance, and the maintenance prevention. And these are all the 11 steps to zero breakdown. When we want to do a zero maintenance, so we should follow these 11 steps approach to zero maintenance. So there are 5 phases is here to maintain a zero breakdown. Phases for concrete actions against change to natural retortation by eliminating factors of accelerated retortation. And second phase is extend inherent service life of equipment of corrective maintenance. And third is research natural detortation pattern, study how deterioration increases over time. And phase 4 is search which parameter to measure for detortation. And phase 5 is implement predictive maintenance. The 11 approaches are classify breakdown data, including equipment ranking, analysis of present status of quality control approach, eliminate forced deterioration, and fourth is find out root cause and implement, and fifth is identify breakdown recurrence, understanding phenomenon, and sixth is investigate weakness and improve it. Seventh is investigate natural deterioration, set a deterioration pattern, and select and evaluate maintenance point and standard. Decide TPM, TBM, and CBM, and build best maintenance procedures. And fourth point is this pillar aimed towards customer delight throughout the highest quality, defect-free manufacturing, eliminating non-conformances (NC) in a systematic manner, and reactive to proactive. Like benefits are defect-free condition and control of equipments, activity to control quality assurance, focus of prevention of defects at source, focus on a foolproof system, inline detection and segregation of defects, effective implementation of operator quality assurance, achieve and sustain customer complaint zero. So these are all the benefit when we are going to implement this for. And fifth thing is, so this pillar aimed towards developing multi-skill employees whose moral is high and who has eager to come to work and perform all required functions effectively and independently. So in this, the employees will be trained to address the problem by finding the root cause and eliminating them. The goal is to create a factory full of experts. The benefits when we are going to do this pillar. So the benefit is achieve and sustain zero losses due to lack of knowledge, skills, technique, and we can remove fatigue and make work more enjoyable and upgrading the operating and maintenance skills. And sixth point is collection of utilization of feedback.
TPM, or the Total Productive Maintenance, helps in achieving zero accidents, zero breakdown, and zero defects. So, if you're not utilizing TPM in your company, this could be a solution to move forward toward this goal of zero defects, zero accidents, and zero breakdown. So, in this video, I'm going to cover what is TPM, or what is the origin and history behind this TPM, how it is structured, or what we know as the 8 pillars of TPM. What is the difference between TPM and TQM, where we normally get confused? What are the different types of maintenance, whether it is corrective maintenance or the preventive maintenance? And why should we implement TPM, or what are the typical benefits of implementing this TPM? You can also participate by answering three simple questions. For that, just leave your comments or answers in the comment section below. The TPM is basically an acronym where T stands for total, that is all the individuals in the organization working towards a common goal. And P stands for productive, that is producing goods that meets or exceeds the customer expectations. And M stands for maintenance, that is keeping equipments and the plant in good condition all the time. So in a perfect world, machines would never break down, assembly lines would never stop. Superior product will be produced without defect. Product will always meet the customer expectation. But unfortunately, in non-perfect world, some things might happen that will throw the production off schedule. That is why this TPM comes into picture. The main objective of TPM is to increase the overall equipment effectiveness. That is OEE, which is the primary metric to gauge the TPM performance. The goal of TPM is to drive the waste to zero, that is, zero accidents, zero breakdowns, zero defects, and zero waste. On its surface, this may seem impossible, but if it is possible for run for 1 hour, then why cannot it be done for 5 hours, for 24 hours, for 5 days, for entire shift, and so on? Origin and the history of TPM. So before we start the origin, in case if you're watching my channel for the first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button and do hit the bell icon so that you are notified whenever I publish a new video on my YouTube channel. So the origin of TPM can be traced back to 1951 when the preventive maintenance was first introduced in Japan. However, the concept of preventive maintenance was taken from United States of America. The first use of TPM was in Japanese automotive company named Nippo Denso, where the company's improvement theme was the productive maintenance with a total employees participation. The company name was further changed from Nippo Denso to Denso, removing the Nippon. So the TPM arises from the preventive maintenance and the shortcomings of TQM in the maintenance aspect. The need to go further than the preventive maintenance was quickly recognized by those companies who were committed to TQM at that point of time. The first question is the total in the total productive maintenance refers to all the individuals in the maintenance and the production working together. So is this a true statement or a false statement? Or you cannot say anything about this statement? Leave your answers in the comment section below. 8 pillars of TPM. Just like the physical structure starts with a grounded framework, building a strong TPM process requires strong foundation in the form of 5S. The goal of 5S is to create a work environment that is clean and well organized. So if you want to know more about what is 5S, you can check out this video in the I button, and I will also share the link in the description below. The 8 pillars are built on this foundation of 5S. The first pillar that we have is autonomous maintenance. That is the maintenance task and caring for the equipment should start with people who are actually using the equipment, such as cleaning, lubricating, and inspection. What it does is it gives operators a greater ownership of their equipment. It increases operators' knowledge of their equipment, ensures the equipment is well cleaned and lubricated. It identifies emergent issues before they actually cause any failure. The next pillar that we have is planned maintenance. So planned maintenance activities are essential on the prevention of equipment breakdown. Planned maintenance is performed by periodically evaluating the condition of equipment to proactively prevent deterioration and mechanical failure. So what it does is it significantly reduces the instance of unplanned stop time. It also enables most maintenance to be planned for a time when equipment is not scheduled for any production. The next pillar is quality maintenance. To ensure the satisfaction of customer, manufacturing process come for zero defect process. The goal of quality maintenance is to identify any possible cause of deviation from zero defect production. So what it does is it reduces the number of defects, reduces the cost by catching the defects. The next pillar is focus improvement. So having a small group of employees work together proactively to achieve a regular incremental improvement in the equipment operations. What it does is it includes recurring problems are identified and resolved by cross-functional teams. The next pillar is early equipment management. That is the directly practical knowledge and understanding of manufacturing equipment gained through TPM towards improving the design of a new equipment. What it does is the new equipment reaches the planned performance level much faster due to the fewer startup issues. And the maintenance is simpler and more robust due to the practical review and of employees' involvement prior to installation. The next pillar is training and education. So the idea behind TPM is that everyone does their part to contribute to the overall productivity of a production process. In order to achieve the optimum performance and to build each member's competence, proper training is required. Next pillar is the safety, health, and environment. It focuses on creating a safe workplace. The essence of this pillar is recognized when actively applied to each of the other pillars. The last pillar is the TPM in the administration. A key role that is often overlooked is the administration department that works behind the scenes. Like the rest of the production team and process, management and the administration functions are also subjected to the productivity improvement. So these are the 8 pillars on which our TPM are built. Question number 2. Which of the following is not an interpretation of the term perfect production? Options are production without any breakdown, production without any defects, production without any accidents, or production with 100% error. You can leave your answers in the comment section below. Now let us see the difference between TPM and TQM. So both these TPM and TQM are the key operational activities of quality management system. Now if we talk about the difference between these two, so TPM is more focused on equipment, that is the input parameter, while TQM is more focused on the overall quality as the output. TPM is basically aims to eliminate losses and waste totally. That is the zero defect approach. While TQM aims to reach incredible quality level. That is the defects per million opportunities. TPM is related to employees participation and hardware oriented, while TQM is related to systemizing the management and the software oriented. Even though these are some of differences, but they do have some common goal. That is, avoid waste in the fast-paced environment, producing quality goods consistently, reduce cost, and minimizing the defect and increases the overall quality. Question 3. TQM focuses on and the TPM focuses on. So options are equipment and quality, both on equipment, quality and equipment, and both on quality. You can leave your answers in the comment section below. Now let us understand the different types of maintenance here. Broadly, there are two types of maintenance, corrective maintenance and preventive maintenance. Corrective maintenance is implemented right after the defect has been detected on the piece of equipment or the production line. Its objective is to make the piece of equipment work normal again so that it can perform its assigned function. Corrective maintenance are basically of two types, immediate maintenance and deferred maintenance. So immediate maintenance is something which is performed as soon as the failure occurs or degradation is detected. This minimizes the downtime and focuses on getting the equipment back in the perfect working condition as soon as possible. On the other hand, the deferred maintenance is the practice of postponing the maintenance activities such as repair in order to save some time and cost. Is corrective maintenance. The other type of maintenance that we have is a preventive maintenance. So preventive maintenance is aimed at catching or fixing the problems before they happen. It is mostly commonly carried out in the form of regular inspections, usually occurring multiple times per year. The primary benefit of this preventive maintenance is that it can eliminate unplanned shutdown time as you early catch the problems beforehand. Preventive maintenance are basically of two categories, condition based and predetermined. So condition based is something which is considered as a more advanced alternative to preventive maintenance. Rather being inspected according to the schedule, machines and systems are carefully observed for changes that could trigger the upcoming failure. The other type of is the predetermined. That is a less known of all the maintenance and does not rely on the equipment actual state, but rather on the program delivered by the manufacturer. They elaborate this program based on the failure mechanisms as well as on the MTTF, that is mean time to failure. TPM typically has many benefits, which is why implementing TPM is certainly worth considering. So before we look at the benefits, don't forget to share this video with all your friends and colleagues. And if you have any specific comments or suggestions, do let me know in that comment section below. So the first benefit that we have is less unplanned maintenance. So when TPM is properly implemented, it can reduce unplanned maintenance because it introduces more structured approach to maintenance and encourages a sense of ownership among the operators using your equipments and machinery. Less downtime. Because TPM introduces ongoing and structured quality process procedure, the machinery will be less affected by the downtime or faults. Safe work environment. Because TPM also addresses human issues, it leads to safe work environment. Employees are expected to keep their workplace neat, clean, and tidy. Lower production cost. So that means the fault or the broken machinery and equipment cost money. So when the TPM increases the efficiency of the machinery, it also helps to reduce your maintenance and the production cost, thereby increasing the profitability. Next we have is the measurable results. Another important benefit are the tangible measurable results. The parameter to measure the TPM is the OEE, that is overall equipment effectiveness. The last, that is not but not the least, it helps in reducing the number of accidents.